So my kid's starting to get into sneakers. He's like,
he is.
He's starting to notice.
Because I don't know any I don't know anyone that I could consider.
He's like, what is Jordan, mommy? What does that mean? Ooh. And I'm like, those are your sneakers. And he's like, yeah, because the older kids say stuff to me about it. They're like, oh, Dad,
what grade
Jordans.
is he in?
He's in 2nd grade.
Oh.
And so he really like he's starting to like notice them and yeah.
How old is he? Did I ask that already?
7. He's 7. He's 7.
Yes, because
he's noticing it, but he definitely has had like some fly sneakers.
Because you're like that's the oldest child I know that I've talked to someone that's like within this space and actually like works and stuff. Like people like Trey at A-Life, he just had Bond and he's a young kid, you know what I mean? He's getting laced up, but he doesn't know what the fuck he's wearing.
Sure. No, my kid didn't know for the longest time and hated laces, and it's just like no, yeah.
I remember when I was 7, I wore a lot of. Like, I wore Dominique Wilkins Reeboks and Jordans at 7 years old. And I was, like, one of the few kids in school. And kids would pump my shit up. And, like, it was... I knew what I was wearing. But, I mean, I don't know, man. These kids nowadays, they got too many options.
No, but the kids he goes to school with wear, like, Skechers and stuff. So, like, when the older kids see it, they're like, oh, hey, little guy. Nice Jordans. And he's like, what is Jordan? And I'm like this basketball player now. He's like obsessed with like knowing how tall everyone is. And he's like, oh, it's taller than Lisa Leslie. I'm like, yes.
Taller than Lisa Leslie.
Lisa Leslie?
Yeah, he's like really into that. But yeah, he's noticing sneakers, and I also have a lot of sneakers for him on deck because like different people at different times like, hey, so but. Me being me, I'm always like, I order and, I'm like, oh, he's wearing a size 2 now. Like, I'll order 3 and a 4 from that guy. Like,
right.
And so he like sees them in the closet sometimes and he like pulls it and he's like, I want to wear them. And I'm like, no.
Yo,
like,
his throwback Thursdays are going to be crazy.
They are. They're going to be.
I'm so jealous.
Yeah. He's...
my mom laced me up proper, but I still didn't know what I was wearing. And if I had a choice back then, you know what I mean? Because I was going for like the crazy shit. I was going for like the light up sneakers and
but he really wanted that. He wanted those or those like hideous like silver like Spider-Man like stripe ones. He really, and they like had like a red flat I mean, and I almost was like, yeah, and his dad was like, oh hell no. Like but my husband, is from the Bronx, and he like only wore like Jordans, like only from like when he was young until recently. He has given up anything but like a New Balance running sneaker. He's so like dad now, but he's like, I can't wear them. They're too young, But it's true. Like when you hit a certain age, you can't. I think like wearing Jordans, like I'm wearing right now.
No, I think...
look crazy, but these look like weird like Prada 90s like boots. But they do though. Like if you didn't know they were Nike because like the labels like flipped up, you don't know, and like you can hardly see it. You're like, oh hey, nice moon boots. Like they don't look like sneaker kinds of. You know what I mean? Unless you know.
Wait, what happens to sneakerheads when they like pass the age of 55 or whatever?
You just have to be like tasteful with it. Like I think you can't. Like no, I think you can do whatever the fuck you want. Like if that's like your shit. But like he has like morphed into like he's definitely like into his like his look.
Yeah, I mean.
Like he's like grown up dad look.
Especially
like, it's cute though. It's cute.
Especially in New York though. I think you can get away with like anything ever. Like I feel like you could be in like a velour suit in the East Village on a Saturday at 2 and then also be wearing snowboarding boots. And I'd be like, this guy knows something. I don't know what exactly it is, but he's doing something I don't know about.
No, he like is really into these New Balance, and shout out to my boy Bart and Charles.
Shout out, guys. Shout out.
But they're very comfortable. He's really like, I guess he's a wide foot or something, like that's what they're known.
Oh,
so he's just like really like grooving on them, and like sometimes Jordans can be uncomfortable.
No, Jordans are narrow,
right? They can be uncomfortable.
Yeah, and New Balance I feel like is the wide sneaker brand go to. I feel like they're the big and tall of sneaker shoes. Sneaker brands.
So when you get older, you have to go to a running sneaker. Okay, it's facts. It's just facts a little bit. I think so, unless you're Clark Kent. Okay. Because he looks great. No, seriously though, you know what I mean? If that's like what you're all about, maybe it's like white guys.